is mostly the math. Lose the answer or something. But vocabulary is a little bit of vocabulary in the back of this thing, something like I said. Yeah.
Do you have a practice test in that thing too?
They have this stuff.
It's a problem for my eyes.
Tail getting old, ain't it?
Huh?
Tail getting old, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. So basic subtraction, multiplication. Why do you need to do all this stuff? Can't you use a calculator on this test?
Probably, but this is just an example of what is on the test.
Okay. List multiples, so factor trees, fractions, dividing fractions, changing the decimal. Man, most of this first chapter, this should actually. Oh, okay, then they stick the algebra in there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and
You keep going.
percentages.
There's some weird kind of algebra in here somewhere.
Addition of fractions. Oh, this is all the answers. So that's the answer for the first part, and then this is the reading comprehension. Okay. This actually shouldn't be too bad. We should be able to because we've already done everything that I've seen on this. We've already done it once. So we're just going to review it again, and then we'll practice it again tomorrow. So I guess plan on spending 2 hours with me tomorrow just to make sure that you're straight.
Okay.
I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna film everything that we're gonna do here.
Okay.
And I'll make a playlist for you, and then what I want you to do when you're reviewing is I'm gonna write up the question first. I want you to try the question and then watch the video part for the question.
Okay.
And it's all gonna be on YouTube, so as long as you have internet and you can
it.
get to YouTube, you'll be fine.
Yeah. As long as I get it on my Vista computer, I'm good.
Shit. Science guy.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. All right. You say okay. All right. So, first thing, when you're adding or subtracting fractions, I'm just going to write 2 of them up.
So you just see what's getting me. You're just adding the 2 and the 3, which will give you 5, and then the 5 and the 7 will give you 12. So 5 and 7. No. See, that's where I am going. Just when I looked at it, I freaked out. I was like,
Whenever you're adding fractions, you have to have the same denominator, right? The easiest way to make the same denominator is to take these 2 numbers and multiply them together. So multiply those 2 numbers together.
30.
35.
Sorry.
Okay? So that's going to give me my bottom number. I'm never going to change that number. I'm going to keep it that way until we have the fraction. So this is the next thing you do. And you do it in this order. You multiply this number up to that number. What do you get?
14.
The next thing you do is you multiply that number up to that number.
15.
And then you keep the sign in the middle the exact same. And then you only do the math with the top.
29.
That's how you add 2 fractions together. So let's practice the one that you have on that sheet now. We're going to follow the exact same pattern that I did. Okay?
I got it, but this is just, from what I remember, it was just like you just add top, add the bottom. What is that then? Is that
ain't
none of them?
Not unless the bottoms are the same. The bottom number should never change. You don't add the bottoms. You don't ever add the bottoms. You never add the bottoms. Never. Ever.
See, that's what I get in my head. I've got it in. Oh, add. You just add this cross here, add this cross here, and it comes up with what you need. No. Okay. See, that's where I get stupid stuff.
So I want you to write as we work through this problem. That was simplifying fractions. Hey, I wonder if you have that pattern in there.
Yeah, you did. I did. Yeah. I just see it's right here. But but see, I didn't write it in here. What? No, we did something different on that one.
We reduced it at the end.
Yeah.
There it is.
So times this way, times that way, and then okay, there it is.
So follow that pattern. Write that question down and do it.
3 is over 2/3 plus 2/3.
Circle your answer.
So that brings it up to an improper fraction?
Yeah, it's called an improper fraction because this number on the top is bigger than this number on the bottom.
Oh, so it comes out that way.
Yeah.
When you do that. Oh. So it's B.
Mm-hmm. That's what improper fraction means. It means the number on the top is bigger than the number on the bottom.
All right.
Next one. 1/2 plus 3/7.
13/14. Correct?
Yeah.
So that's a proper fraction.
That's a proper fraction.
I'm going too deep in it. Let me just get back.
Don't keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, that's what I need to do because I'm trying to figure out how to go from why would you come up with an improper fraction, but you can. What was that? You multiply or?
Well, we'll get there when we get there.
I don't need to know.
I
don't need to know.
Just learn the process
right.
now.
Okay, so this was 13.
Now, with those, you need to do them 2 at a time. So just do them 2 at a time. So I'm going to write the whole question up here. So this is 2/3 plus 1/4 plus 5/8. So we're going to use the exact same technique. We're just going to do these 2 numbers first.
Okay. So that would be 11/12.
And then we're just going to bring this one down and do the next one.
Oh, so you just go. Oh. And then plus 8. So 8 times 12 is what? I have no clue.
136?
No, 96.
196.
Just 96, right?
Yeah, sorry. 96.
God dang, man. You're scaring me.
Okay. And then, so we get 148 over 96. And now we got to reduce that. Now, do you remember how to reduce?
No.
Okay. So, I'm going to try to find a number, and I'm going to show it to you this way. I'm going to try to find a number that both 96 and 148 have in common.
2.
Okay, that is 1. So 2. We'll start with that. What does this change to then?
That would be.
What's 14 divided by 2?
7.
What's 8 divided by 2?
4.
And then there's your 2 here, right? What's 2 divided by 9? Or 9 divided by 2?
divided by 2 is 4.5.
Okay, you can't do it that way because that's going to mess you up. Okay, so you're going to have to do it long division. Either that or your calculator. So this is 2, this is 96.
2.
So that's 4, and that would be 8.
What?
Do 96 divided by 2.
That?
That's divided by.
Oh my golly day. What was it?
96 divided by 2.
96 divided by 2 equals 96 divided by 2 equals 48.
Okay, so that means that these two 2's are going to cancel because those are the ones they have in common.
Right.
So my new fraction is going to be 74 over 48, right? Now I got to break this number down. What number do those two numbers have in common?
Still with 2.
2. So when you divide that by 2, what do you get?
Is that 74?
Mm-hmm.
Divided by 2 equals 37.
And what's 48 divided by 2?
Is 24.
These 2's cancel. So now this fraction would be equal to 37 over 24. What was your original number?
Okay, yeah, I got it.
We got rid of those two 2's, right? We
Right.
got rid of those two 2's, so we're going to put the number that's left. That's how you reduce. I would have divided it by 4 to begin with, but.
Yeah, you should have known that, but I need it broke down.
Right.
So
here's another way to look at it. I would have 148 over 96, and that's equal to 2 times 2 times 74, or sorry, times 37. Let me go back. Times 37, all divided by 2 times 2 times 24.
okay, so now it was just the common denominator that we were looking for with the 2, correct?
Huh? The
No,
common.
I'm going back here. Okay, I'm writing this down. That's why I'm looking at it. So we come here to find out which,
What you're doing is I'm saying what number times 2 is equal to 74. That's what the factor tree means.
Right.
So in order to find that number, you take this number and you divide it by 2.
Correct.
You're
Right.
gonna take
But the 2 is the common denominator between all of it. Between
The two,
numbers.
yes, the
Okay,
2 is the
that-
common.
Right. That's what I wanted to get. Okay, and then that was 74. Equal what? 48. 8. And then we did the same thing with the 74 over 8. And then that came to. This was 24. What was this one?
37.
Yeah. 7. So equal, that was 37 over 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So these 2's cancel, and that's why you get that.
Right. Got it.
Okay. Mixed number.
So that one was 37 over 24. That's not on there. Which one are we doing? That one.
They changed it to, okay, so you have 37 over 24, right?
Yeah.
They made that mixed number. So how many times does 24 go into 37?
1.
What's the remainder?
13.
And so you keep the exact same number on the bottom of that fraction.
So 13, 24. And so they reduced this more?
They made it into a mixed number.
Goes into 37 one time,
Mm-hmm.
and the leftover goes on top, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was, what is it? Yeah, 1 and 13 over 24. We're getting somewhere. I can feel, man, I'm feeling retained in this mess. This is good.
Okay, so when you have two mixed numbers adding together, and I'm not going to do that one because I want you to do it. Let's say I have I'm going to separate this.
Okay.
So I'm going to add these two numbers together.
Right.
What do you get?
9.
And then I'm going to add these numbers separately. So I'm going to follow the same pattern that I did before. So follow the pattern.
Right. So that'd be 14. Oh, the bottom number, right? 14. Then we'll have 6 plus 7. So it'd be 13 14.
That would be the answer.
Okay. So, but now if the top number was, say, 15 over 14.
Then you would change it into a mixed number again. So let me give you one that looks like that.
But that would add to the 9, correct? Okay, that's what I thought.
So I'm going to adjust this a little bit. So I'm going to do the exact same thing again. I add those two numbers. What do you
9.
get? And then I'm going to do the fraction part separate.
So we're looking at, what's it, 28. That would be 12 and 21. So it'd be 33 over 28.
Now I'm making a mixed number.
Damn.
You got the directions written down there. Follow the same directions.
This one down here.
Mm-hmm.
So take the two numbers and find a common denominator, right?
Nope, that's not what you wrote there. What did you write there? Because you got to be able to follow your own direction. 24 goes in.
Oh, how many times is it? Oh, good. It goes in one time.
Okay.
And then we have, wait a minute. Is it 5? Yeah, 5 left. So it'd be 5 24s.
28.
I'm sorry, you can't read it right.
Okay. So now I got to add those two together.
Right. So it'd be 10 and 5 28s.
So you just have to do one extra step.
Right. That's cool.
All right. So now let's write up your question.
Which one? This one here?
Yep.
5 3/4 plus 3 3/8.
I'm going to show you another way to do this. I want to make these two numbers the exact same, right? So how do I change that 4 into an 8?
Times it by 2.
So I'm going to do top and bottom that way. Because it's easy, because those two numbers are related to one another. So this is 8.
Okay.
So what would the top number be?
6.
and this is already an 8. So that top number doesn't change. It stays exactly the same.
3. Okay.
And now I'm going to do the process. So add those two numbers together.
8.
Add those two numbers together.
9. 9 eighths.
And then change that to a mixed number.
Goes 1 time with 1 left over. 1 1/8.
And now add them together.
8. Not be 9 and 1/8.
That's the answer. So when the numbers, you can change one number to the other number, then do that. Because it makes the math easier. Because that way you don't have to reduce.
In other words, you're just, because you're having fourths, you're just mixing it over into eighths.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. As a mechanic, you should know
I
that.
can understand that.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. That's how you're seeing. You're basically doubling. You're doubling your force.
Right.
Because when you come to 8, there's more pieces to it. So okay. When you can just look at it once you know how to do that. And it's, oh yeah, let's double that up with both of them. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
So 9 and 1/8.
There you go.
What is this one? Oh, well,
It's got words. Math ain't supposed to have words in it.
Yeah, I know. I hate that. 3/4 of a mile yesterday and 1.25 miles today. How far did he walk in total? He walked 2.25 miles. This one right here.
There you go. I mean, that was.
That one, even dumb one can fix it.
Let me.
So that's what gets me. Those ones like that, I rely on.